Okay, so welcome back to another JXR Prime just rants about things. Basically, if you don't know, there's a very super popular YouTuber called SSSniperwolf and also XQC who basically just steal content and their reactions are either reading captions, summarizing videos, or in the case of XQC, yeah, that's basically the reaction. So I just wanted to make a video basically talking about this, and also if my voice sounds a little weird and you hear me like getting out of breath, I have like the flu, or at least a cold or something. Editor's note, I actually had COVID. Also, most of this video I'm going to be either using basically footage from Sniperwolf or XQC, but I'm going to be cropping it so it's just their reactions, because unlike them, I want there to be credit to the creators, and I most likely will be able to credit them because they barely show credit. Also, want to also preface that I'm going to be using gameplay a lot too, just random gameplay, like commentary, basically just like normal commentary YouTuber stuff. But yeah. Also, I will be using some footage from Jacksfilms and Ompavile, their videos talking about these topics, and like Mudahara's video, or even Omni's videos about them. So I'll leave the videos where I got them from in the description, or at least tell you the creator, because some of them have like several videos on there, so I'll just leave channels because or just names, because it's impossible to find every single main video. But I will give credit. So, who is Sniperwolf? And that is an odd question because she's literally on every YouTube home screen. If you are not logged into YouTube, or you're in incognito, you're almost 100% likely to see Sniperwolf's that face on Ellie immediately. Like, I could prove this to you. Boom, there you go. Sniperwolf is on the homepage. Fairly easily found. And I mean, Mr. Beast is there too, but Mr. Beast, unlike Sniperwolf, has a reaction channel where he actually, gives credit. So, where did the hate for reaction YouTubers come from? Well, I'll have to explain that. Basically, reaction channels were just a genre of videos where people reacted to videos. Pretty standard. The hate from reaction channels came and people started just watching videos and not even reacting to them. The whole point of reaction is that you're supposed to react to the content. Many of these didn't do it, or they hired other people to do it. Basically, the Fine Bros. They had a whole bunch of series like Kids React, Teens React, like Elders React, Parents React. All those, you've probably seen them before. And basically they wanted to copyright the word React, and it was part of their brand, but it was capitalized React. So you could say, oh, well, it makes sense if it was just the actual, like, full capitalized React. It was not. It was just the word React. So because of that, that's where the main hate from reaction channels came from, but afterwards, most channels became reaction channels. It was easier to turn out. It was easier to turn out weekly or even daily. It was easier to stream reactions, and it was just overall more brand safe. Because video games, sometimes they can be violent, and sometimes you might get a little bit raged and say something on a bridge that isn't good. So basically, because of that, because of several things, basically people just moved on to reaction content in terms of it being the huge big thing. PewDiePie turned into a reaction channel, Mr. Beast got a reaction channel. Almost everyone had a reaction channel. But it wasn't only until XQC got over 70 million, potentially more, I haven't checked the numbers, I will leave the numbers, the estimate numbers on screen right now. But yeah, he was paid millions, potentially billions, to optionally move over to Kick. And one of the first streams he did on Kick was watching The Dark Knight. And there was almost zero reaction. He was just watching the movie. That's not watching the movie, that's just a watch party at that point. People were really mad at him, especially Minotaur, aka like some ordinary gamers. And obviously so. He literally just committed piracy on Kick, and he was paid millions to basically just stare at a movie screen, and then that's it. It made no sense for him to even do this. We don't. Basically, just has been making watch parties ever since he's moved over to Kick. He's even reacted to people's hour-long videos without giving any kind of commentary. So that moves us to Sniperwolf. Who is Sniperwolf? Well, Sniperwolf, yeah, one of the most popular YouTubers, most subscribed. It's on the homepage. Well, she got into some drama with Jacksfilms, one of the OG creators on YouTube that most people like. So obviously she goes after him and starts attacking him, berating him, even insulting him on his hairline, which there's one thing you don't do to a man who is balding. Talk about their hairline. I'm sorry, man, I don't care if you have the Vegeta hairline. I'm not going to talk about your hairline because I'm a nice person. And because of that, Jacksfilms obviously responded, basically critiquing her channel and not her as a person. And the only reason why I'm doing that is mainly just because at this point it's gone to a point where she is no longer, her content is the problem. Her and her team are actively just being malicious. I don't know why they've done a horrible PR job. Like, come on, at the very least, you could have issued an apology to Jacksfilms, but no. Because of that, Jacksfilms has released a channel which is called JJJaskfilms, just Jacksfilms with 2 more J's, and he basically parodied Sniperwolf's reactions, but then realized that's not really constructive, so instead he decided to just make a video series on Twitch where he would live stream bingo, basically where they would critique Sniperwolf's videos by showing all the tropes that she does, like reading captions, a whole bunch of filters and like graphics that don't add anything, summarizing videos, not reacting to anything, going on random tangents, basically just critiquing her videos in a fun game show way. And because that has created a community of people who have had their videos stolen by Sniperwolf and are now feeling brave enough because of that community to come and fight her. Basically by going to the YouTube copyright system and trying to get those videos, like, have credit in them or be removed from the video. Especially some of them. One of these incidents had Sniperwolf steal a video of a 16-year-old, and basically in that video, Sniperwolf just berates that 16-year-old. Because of Jacksfilms' new channel, she actually felt like she could do the thing she wanted to do and take down that video. And now they're currently in the process of getting it removed, which is good. Other big content creators have also had their content stolen. And it's even worse that half of the times when Sniperwolf does give credit, there are freebooting channels. And freebooting channels are basically just like TikTok profiles or YouTube profiles that basically just take a whole bunch of content and then just steal it. They don't even have the watermarks or the usernames of the people who made the videos originally. They just steal them, and Sniperwolf gives them credit, but not the actual original creators. It is a really weird cycle. With XQC, a lot of those things also boil down to how he's just a bad person. With Sniperwolf, we can get into how absolutely abhorrent her absolutely to the point. Her business has been how much she abuses basically just all content systems. But with XQC, that's a little bit less complicated. Basically, XQC is just a rich dude at this point who's basically just a jerk, flexing on other people, saying that he's rich, and yeah, he went homeless. Because of that, I don't really want to insult him all that much, but at the same time, the way XQC spends his money is akin to any of those proverbs telling you to save your money if you win the lottery. So basically, XQC is just going on tirade saying that people don't like him because he's rich, which isn't the case. It's just that he doesn't actually give credit and just watches videos with no credit. Sniperwolf, it's even more complicated. It's not that she's just a person that wants to make a whole bunch of money but doesn't know how to save or spend it. She's just actually malicious when it comes to malicious on how she runs her business. And this has all come to a front because of her ex-husband. And now I don't want to get into relationship dramas with and now basically Sniperwolf's ex-husband basically just told everyone, people say accused, but it's just the truth practically. He has most evidence of him basically saying he has more evidence than Sniperwolf does against him, so it's basically confirmed that she has been stealing. She basically had her ex-husband play video games, and then she would steal the footage, or just use the footage, and also that she steals all of her videos and ideas from other people, which, wow, it's almost like we all knew that. So if you know Sniperwolf, you probably don't know about why using fake video game footage is, like, important. Well, she used to be basically a Call of Duty montage YouTuber, and so yeah, her ex-husband recorded the montages for her, and she would fake that she did them. And she got upset about another girl who called her out at being a fake COD, like, montage creator. Turns out they were both fakes. So the case is still ongoing, and I don't want to get into any legal trouble, but I'm going to say that basically the whole thing in the lawsuit is that since she has been using his content, he deserves half of that, which has now opened the floodgates of speculation of, could the people whose content has been stolen by Sniperwolf ask and sue for their content to either be removed or have profits from the video given to them. This is the problem with reaction channels, where unless if you're not monetizing them, are you in the wrong for making profit off of them? And for the most part, it's not because you're giving exposure, but half the times when Sniperwolf reacts to them, she does not give any exposure because there is no watermark or username attached to the video, because she either crops them or they get freebooted versions, which just brings you to a page of a whole bunch of, like, stolen TikToks or Instagram Reels or YouTube videos. And for the most part, it's not really exposure, since Sniperwolf's general audience are really young people, either 7 to 10-year-old girls and boys, who most likely don't have TikTok or Instagram or anything else, so they're just using their mom's account. That's it. So they're not getting exposure because they don't have any of those platforms to go on and look. They basically just have, they might see the username, but they're not going to know who it is because they don't have the content. That's because if Sniperwolf at least put links in the description or even names, it'd be much better. In my last video about the many ways to watch anime in the 2020s, I used footage from 2 YouTubers and I made sure to put their names in the description. I might even put the channel links to them, just because. But yeah, I do want to acknowledge that I have used other people's content, but I have given credit, except for my most viewed video. But at the same time, I don't know why that video has gotten so many views. I have unlisted it, and it somehow still gets views. I've privated it, and then my views in general for everything on my channel just went down tremendously. So I've been forced to keep it up just because of the fact that it's a cash cow. So it's like the only way for people to see my channel, so I'm obligated to keep it up. If I do reach any huge subscriber milestone, like 500 subscribers, I will delete the video because it is from another creator. But until I at least reach like 300 or 500 subscribers, I do have to keep the video up, just because it's the only way for people to see my channel practically. But besides that random Sniperwolf tangent, call me Sniperwolf because I came up with a random tangent. Yeah, basically, yeah, free reading content is bad and they're not getting exposure. So what can we do to stop it? Well, nothing. Because if you have full-proof video evidence of your content being stolen, then you won't get it taken down. Sniperwolf has intentionally made it so that way anytime someone tries to copyright strike her or copyright claim her video, immediately they will just trim down that part of the video, immediately removing the strike, or being like, well, it's not on her video, or his video is not on our actual video. Look, it's not there. And basically because of that, it leaves her with no consequences. Also doesn't help how child-friendly her videos are. She never swears. The most swearing she's ever said was hell, and which isn't considered a bad word in terms of YouTube, or at least not one that could get you demonetized or age restricted. Basically meaning she gets completely off the hook. All of her videos are around 8 to 10 minutes long, meaning the perfect time for mid-rolls, meaning that she is a cash cow for YouTube. It also helps that her videos are super repetitive, so it means that most children can watch for literal hours. And also in terms of reaction content, she doesn't have a past of being super edgy, at least one where it's still up there and was actively reported on. Like PewDiePie, despite being practically a reaction channel, he's not on the front page of YouTube, despite being like one of the most subscribed YouTubers, not including T-Series and Cocomelon, which should not count. They should not even be on the platform. But he's not on the channel because, again, I made a reference about it. A certain thing he said while playing PUBG on a certain bridge. If you know, you know. And also a whole bunch of other things that he's done in the past, basically just being a standard, edgy, young adult, which I don't think he should really be punished for, because a lot of people did the same, but his was aired out, and was public. Same with people like iDubbbz. They're not on the front page of YouTube because of a whole bunch of things they said. Is iDubbbz a good person? Not really, but at least PewDiePie was better. So because of how child-friendly she is, and because she almost never gets demonetized, and almost blurs out anything that could get her in trouble, basically means that she won't get in trouble for anything else. Even YouTube itself promotes her on their like Twitter and Instagram, basically promoting her as a featured creator for VidCon. Despite, if she's not really a creator, she's just looking at things that her creators made. And there are some good reaction channels out there. like Robert IDK, more patters. Even Moist Critical is technically a reaction YouTuber, and he actually gives commentary. He's a commentary YouTuber and a reaction channel. There are even people like Nick Nocturnal and Alex, I think it's Heffrey, I might correct myself, but they don't just react to videos, they react to music-related content. Either actual music or music videos, like videos around music. And they give constructive criticism. Even Nick Nocturnal actually has his guitar out and likes to play the riffs from the songs, or at least tries to play the song and basically try to break it down for us. SSSniperwolf does none of those things. She does not react. Robert IDK usually subscribes to YouTubers. He actively shouts them out. He's even good friends with all of them that he reacts to. More Patters almost always plays the sponsors of the original creator's video, just to make sure, just because he knows that because he leaves the original link in, he gives the title, he gives the creator, he basically wants you to also, like, use that sponsor so you can help the original creator out. SSSniperwolf does none of those things. And yet she is featured everywhere on this platform, and I hate that I have to give her more attention by talking about it, but I kinda have to. And actually, SSSniperwolf does have somewhat of an edgy past, but it's not on YouTube anymore, and she was very obscure at the time, so it's not like YouTube can really do anything about her past. So basically, she started with a clean slate and is now YouTube's golden child, besides Mr. besides Mr. Beast, who, you know, is also YouTube's golden child. If you do open up YouTube, you will be meet with Mr. Beast. But, like, it's Mr. Beast. Like, Mr. cures blind people, deaf people, man who's gonna turn water into wine, go to Italy and get crucified. Also, that was a joke. Any Christian watching? That was a joke. I know some Christians that do get upset when you jokingly compare Mr. Beast to Jesus. I was joking. Do not crucify me. Also, YouTube disclaimer, that was also a joke. We were talking about Minecraft. We were talking about Mr. Beast's gaming channel and Christian Minecraft servers. We were talking about those. It was in Minecraft, okay? But yeah, basically, unlike Mr. Beast, who is YouTube's golden child, but actually tries to be a good person, SSSniperwolf just steals content. And somehow was able to, you know, be on the platform. Many other YouTubers are kind of done with this, and basically this is just a war. Basically, this is the Marine Ford of YouTube. where all of the pirates are coming together to stop the Marines, aka SSSniperwolf and her content stealing team, and try to bring it to an end. Hopefully Marine Ford will, unlike Marine Ford, we will not wind up with a donut. A spicy donut. I should probably put spoilers for One Piece before that scene. Speaking of One Piece, I might do a One Piece review in the future. I will do a Full Metal Alchemist review, and by the time you're seeing this, I either have made a Full Metal Alchemist review for like 2003 just as a whole, or there will be a trailer for Full Metal Alchemist. It probably will be a short. But yeah, basically, this is the war on SSSniperwolf and other content stealing, other content stealers and content thieves. And because I am a part of it and I do want to help, I will be unlisting my most viewed video, and if you see my most viewed video, it will probably be changed. It was originally An Amazing World of Gumball, like AMV with I'm Blue, but I basically just screen recorded another channel's like AMV of it, and I just stole it practically. And I'm sad to say that it's my most viewed video. I'm going to be unlisting it or privating it because I'm in my word. I will not delete it until I hit at least 500, at least 300, or maximum 500 subscribers. But once I at least reach those, I will delete it. But for now, I will private it. So unless some like big stuff with Sniperwolf happens, where like either she's toning down her content, she's toning down her content stealing, or until like the drama kind of just dies down, and where everyone's just like, okay, white flag, okay, we don't care. Basically, it's like going on strike. See, I hope you guys enjoy this rant. It's a little bit more of a high production rant. The Full Metal Alchemist review, I wanted it to be on like October 3rd because it's Full Metal Alchemist Day, but it's probably gonna be November or like December. Who knows? I'll see you on the next video. I do want to mention I have started writing music. I've somewhat formed a little band. I only have like one other member. Trying to find 2 others. The album's gonna be like a alternative rock kind of thing. A little spooky, scary vibe with like the lyrics and stuff. It'll probably be out by at least, hopefully, I'm going to try to make it at least before at Halloween, at least before Halloween. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, see you on the next video. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye. Boop.